It's on a starry night, when the hills were bright. I was sleeping calm and still, and in a couch bed, a boy was born, king of all the world. And all the angels sang for him, because of heaven and him. For a boy was born, king of all the world. And all the angels sang for him, because of heaven and him. For a boy was born, king of all the world.
For our foundation phase, it is Miss Evans, and I'm getting through your morning assembly with you today, so I hope we're all feeling nice and smiley. Now, first things first, our Welsh phrase of the week, which we should be using around school and try and use it as much in our day as possible, is pwy sy'n nesaf, and that means who's next. So whoever your Crew Cymraeg member is in your classroom, make sure they are trying to encourage everybody to be using our phrase of the week, pwy sy'n nesaf, who is next. So I'm going to talk to you about St. Nicholas Day. Now, St. Nicholas Day is on the 6th of December, which was yesterday. And St. Nicholas Day, okay, is all about celebrating who he was. So, who was he? St. Nicholas was born almost 2,000 years ago. He was from a place called Russia, which is now known as Turkey. He lived with his mother and his father, and he did not have any brothers or sisters, so he was an only child. When he was younger, he was a very kind little boy, and from a very young age he made sure he shared all of his toys with his friends, he did nice things, he was a very kind little boy. But when he was younger, sadly his parents died. So he went to live with his uncle, who was a bishop. Now, a bishop is a very important person who has a lot of power, that is part of the Christian religion. St. Nicholas used the money that was left to him by his parents to help people who were sick or poor. So he didn't just spend all of the money on things he wanted to do. He tried to use his money to make the world a better place. And he dedicated the rest of his life to serving God and sending the message around about Christianity and what he had done. There are many stories that are involved with St. Nicholas performing miracles. So he was doing things that people didn't believe were real. One of the most famous stories is about the 3 daughters. So there once was a very, very poor man who had 3 daughters. But he was so poor that he could not afford for the girls to marry. And that brought shame upon his family back then. So St. Nicholas overheard the poor man talking, and he wanted to help him. But he did not want to embarrass the man by saying, "Oh, look, you're too poor, so I'm going to help you." So he watched him and the girls through the window until they went to bed to make sure that they wouldn't see what he was about to do. When the family were fast asleep, St. Nicholas put 3 bags of gold coins into the girls' stockings that were drying above the fireplace. The poor man woke up the next morning and he was delighted. St. Nicholas did not want any thanks for his generosity. He was just pleased to see that the family were happy. So he didn't want them to say, "Oh, thank you so much, we really appreciate it." He was happy enough to know that he had done something good and that he had made somebody else's life a little better, and that was enough for him. Now, a patron saint is a saint who is really special and looks after certain types of groups of people. Now, St. Nicholas is the patron of sailors, archers, and children. So he looks after specifically all those groups of people. Now, why does St. Nicholas relate to us today? So St. Nicholas, who sometimes can also be called Santa Claus or Father Christmas, is celebrated at Christmas time. And I know we're very excited, Foundation Phase, as we're getting closer to Christmas, because he brings gifts to children. His generosity and spirit lives on and brings a smile to all the boys and girls around the world at Christmas time. So he does that. He brings us gifts and he brings us presents and he leaves them under the tree. And he doesn't do it for thanks. It's because he wants to see the amazing smiles on your faces and know that he's doing something good each year. So we need to be very grateful for that. Now, I hope that you have a lovely day today, and I hope that you think about some nice things that you could be doing to help make other people happy and make them have smiles on their faces without needing people to go, oh, well done, thank you so much, because we want to do things for other people all the time to make their days a little bit better. I will see you soon. Hwyl fawr, Foundation Phase.